Okay, so now that I have my sound on, what I was saying there when you couldn't hear me was that I had spilt candle wax, so I had to go and change because I had candle wax all down the front of me when I went to go and move the candle and everything, right? So I had to go and change it, get the wax out of my hair, change my shirt, so it took me a little bit longer to get back here than I had anticipated. So, but I am back. I'm here. So now you can hear me instead of me just mouthing the words and talking away. You know, that's me. But I am back. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. As I'm talking away and just lip syncing here. I just noticed it. So, where were we? Love, where are we here? Let's get our chat open here. Alright. Okay, so. Okay, so we got sound. Everybody good? I'm just waiting to hear. Okay, so we got sound. Everybody good? Okay, so we got sound. Okay, good. Alright, so where's love life? Okay. So hopefully we won't have any problems now. I just have to change the title on this quickly. You're good? Okay. So where were we on the list? I don't know if Love Life is here still, but I'm just going to wait for her to get back because I don't know how much she heard of the last reading where we left off. I still have her cards laying out here. Last thing I remember saying is not to worry about people gossiping about the situation, whatever that means to her. But alright, so Love Light's not here. I don't even know if there's anybody here. It's only showing one person here. Oh my lord. What a bloody gong show. I'm just gonna go and fix this. It's not supposed to say Friday Night Live. Forgot about the title change. I'm losing subscribers too. I was up to 247 and now I'm down to 239. Alright, so we're going ahead, I guess. I'm just waiting for Love Life to end up getting back here, getting back on the stream here. I just want to welcome back, Genesis. I finally got it back up and running. I just had to readjust the settings. So it should be okay now. Hopefully we won't have any problematic situations. We shouldn't have any, so we've been going for a few minutes here. So just give her a few more minutes to come back to finish her reading, and then we'll move on to the next person, Ashley, when we'll give her another minute to come back. If not, we'll have to come back to hers. How to do that? I'm going to have to use a different deck. Dum-dum-dum. So what is the list anyway, Ashley? Do you still have it? Oh, I'm frustrated. I'm absolutely frustrated. The title's all wrong. Oh, my lord. Okay, so hopefully they get back here. So Genesis is here at least. Okay. Well, you're the one. You would know. I wasn't paying attention to who was here and who wasn't. Um, so Chocolate's next. So we'll do Chocolate if she's here. Where did we go here? Okay, so I just want to change the title of this. This is just stupid. Shit. Shoot! Not shit. Oops. I did it again. So we're just going to change the title and just give Chocolate a minute here while we get this title change done. Okay, well hopefully they come back because it's not showing us any viewers here. It's showing me 0 viewers, so hopefully you guys are even still here. Okay, so... Okay, Scorpio just answered. Okay, so it says there's only 1 watching. What the hell? Scorp is before me, Ashley. Okay, so Scorp is before... Okay, hopefully Scorp is back. I should just send her a quick message and say that I'm back. I'm just going to send her a quick message. So I'll leave that for her, so at least she knows. Okay, so back to my chat. Okay, are we good? Oh, okay, so revise the list. Okay, so if Scorp will probably be a few minutes because I just sent her a message. Okay, where are we here? Okay, Genesis Chicas. We're good. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to leave the title until later, I guess. I got to figure out through my videos now which ones to keep and which ones to get rid of. So hopefully we're going to have to move on. So you guys just take note for, this is just, you know, just to run quickly through it. The relationship is going through a transition. New energy needs to come in, new excitement, romance needs to happen. He's invested a lot. He's waiting for the opportunity for these changes to happen. He's giving it time for these things to happen. Um, he definitely is, moving forward. He's been through worse battles, but he's coming through this unscathed. And not to worry about other people gossiping about their relationship or any gossip that may be going on, however that resonates with her. Okay? I need to go get my charger quickly. All right. Sorry, guys. My phone's actually going to die now. I'm just like all over the place today. Oh my god. This is just like an all over stream here. Okay. No love life. I actually was just waiting for you. So what we'll do is we will just kind of run through it again. I have your cards sitting right here, actually. I was just about to put them away. So basically what I was saying about your situation was, okay, so this one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, that goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there. Okay, so basically what I was saying, where I left off was, don't worry about other people talking about it, or if people are having, trying to put in their kind of their 2 cents as far as relationship advice. Try not to listen to other people's advice. Do what feels right within the relationship. Like you guys have to bring that romance back, and there's things that you guys have to work on together. So make sure that you have support of each other while you're working on these things. Make sure there's not a disconnect happening between the two of you. He's been through worse situations, but he's still standing strong. He's still wanting to invest the time into the relationship. Right, with the Lovers card showing up, there's going to be moments where you guys aren't always going to get along, and that's okay, right? It depends on how invested you both are. Like, you want to be invested in the relationship. Don't let others' influence or others' opinions of your relationship kind of cloud your judgment. Just focus on between the two of you and keep it between the two of you. Don't bring other people in, or don't go and discuss your relationship with other people. This is something that you guys have to work on as a unit. Taking a different approach or finding a different way to deal with things. With the Eight of Cups, wanting to take a different path as far as what direction you're headed in. To get that new experience, the new romance happening. Okay. But be cautious of people talking or giving their 2 cents, or whispering in your ear, well, maybe you should have done it this way, and they might have their intention might be good in their eyes, but the underlying intention is not necessarily going to be a positive result. You know what I mean? So don't let others influence the relationship. Do this strictly with building your guys' connection back. Okay, don't let others be involved in it and have any influence on it. Okay. Right, so just keep it between the two of you. You guys will work this out, and just give it some time. Don't rush it. Take your time, heal from it. Allow each other to have kind of their space to breathe in for the moment. Don't push any topics. Don't push, having to have another talk, or, to escalate kind of the situation. Just kind of let it kind of, fade out and simmer off. Let the energy rest a bit. Because with that fire energy that's showing up here in the cards, that could be what's fueling the that burst of anger, or that resentment, or the jealousy, that green envy, or the green-eyed monster kind of thing. You know what I mean? Don't allow it to take control. When you start feeling that you're starting to get into that mode, or things are starting to move in that direction, check yourself and walk away from the situation, and put yourself into like a timeout. until you can get your emotions kind of in check and work through it on your own, right? So it, and actually make an effort, on your half. So then it looks like you're working at it together, right? Because I feel that he will be supportive. He's invested a lot. He wants to invest a lot. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about or sowing your seed and allowing it to now, manifest into something, right? So it will be creative. With creating with the Page of Wands is about the romance. So be creative with the new romance, energy that you guys need to draw on, and work on the other stuff. Let's see if there's any other messages for you here. Let's see if there's any other messages for love life that need to be relevant. Oh, you got the Bow and Shiki Bow Wow card. So you're definitely working within your energy and your power. And then we have the Ace of Cups, right? And with the Ace of Cups is representing new love, new relationships, new happenings, new happiness, new emotional language. So you guys really have to pull on, taking it to a different way of doing things. Take it into a new light, a new, new way, a new path, whatever way that you feel that you can get away from the old and bring something new into the relationship is where you guys need to head, definitely. And then you got the Knight of Wands. So definitely coming in with that fire energy, though, and be very cautious of that fire energy. Don't let it get the best of you, okay? Either one of you, right? It can affect either one. If one's going off, the other one might follow suit. It might be affecting both of you. So just keep yourselves in check with your tempers and the flare-ups. You know what I mean, as far as the relationship is concerned. Okay. All right. And allow him that, right? Allow him his space in direction. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. 1 sec, guys. Okay. I just had to grab myself a smoke and grab something to drink here. Alright, so who is next? My phone is over here. Oops. So who is next? Where is the list? And we were getting cups and wands. So fire. So water. Sagittarius, Gemini, air. Okay. Okay, so we just finished love. Yeah. Next one is okay. Is chocolate, I believe. So you could have like a residual, and your rising sign or your ascending sign could be a fire energy. Is that like in your chart at all? Do you know? Do you have Sagittarius in your chart? Or who is the Sagittarius? He's the Sagittarius, and you're the Gemini. So you're air energy. So maybe you're mirroring the energy from him, right? So maybe you're picking up on his energy, and that's what's causing that, the mirroring energy, so that the causing the conflict, right? Because you're mirroring what energy he's putting out, and you may be absorbing it and then reflecting it back. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. I know that I went through that with my partner, where we were like literally mirroring each other's, situation, If one was angry, the other one would become angry. Like it was almost like we morphed into each other. So you might be taking on the qualities of that from being together. I do know that from my personal experience with my Scorpio that I took on Scorpio energy and he would take on Cancer energy. He would get withdrawn and moody and all that. And, and there's times where I'm the Scorpio energy, right? I couldn't have, a care in the world kind of thing. But Scorpios are known to take on other people's energy very quickly. I do know that there is no moon sign for Scorpio. The moon doesn't like even resting in that sign. So they just have the rising sun or the sun sign, and their moon sign, they don't even have one. It doesn't like being there. For whatever reason that is, I haven't done my homework on that, but that could be very well what's happening with you guys is that you're taking on his energy when he's, sending it out and not realizing that he's got to keep it in check as well and recognize when he's, becoming a true Sagittarius, that fire energy is kind of coming in, right, for him. It also could be based on your moon cycle too, right? You could also be, I know that we just came out of Sagittarius moon. I believe we just came out of it. Let me just check my chart here. I know that we were in a Sagittarius moon on the full moon. And having the full moon effect plus Sagittarius fire energy could also have caused, the conflict or, the disruption in the, your balance. Okay. So let me just check here. We are in currently. The moon we're in right now is Pisces moon. We had Sagittarius energy last Saturday and Sunday. And we're now in a Pisces moon. So Pisces moon energy is what we're in until Monday morning. Well, Sunday night, Monday morning is when we transition into Aries. We only usually stay in each sign, usually anywhere from 2 to 3 days. Usually it goes 2, 2, 3. So, one sign will end up having like 3 days of energy. So you might want to be aware of, maybe you're taking on, it's affecting you. Maybe check into maybe some of the traits that, Pisces has and see if you can, take some of the qualities, the more positive qualities out of Pisces and implement them into your daily routine for the next 2 days, right? So just some words of advice to maybe alleviate the situation, right? So that could be very well why things are kind of amok because you're transitioning every 2 to 3 days. So we're in like a 2, 2, 3 cycle now. So we have 2 days Pisces, 2 days Aries, and then we go, what is after Aries? Whatever sign's after Aries. We go into that sign for 3 days. So, so it's constantly changing. So that's why we're kind of maybe feeling all over the place. It's because we keep going through these differences. And I'm affected by the moon energy very, very dramatically. And I could be like up one day and down the next, up one day, down, up one, like up for a couple days and then down for a couple days, right? It depends on, how it's affecting me on a personal level. So back to live chat. Oh yeah, we were talking about that, remember? And your boyfriend is Pisces. Okay, so, right, so that could be why, you're kind of like all over the place and just being more aware of that. You'll notice that it'll start leveling out when you're more aware or made aware of, the transitions that are happening repetitively. So just remember we're in Pisces for the next 2 days, and then we're in Aries for 2 days, and then we're in, what are we in after that? Hang on, let me go back to my chart here. Sorry guys. I didn't write this down. I usually have it written down for me to understand. So then we're in, so our Pisces for the next 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, Pisces. Monday, Tuesday, we're Aries. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're Taurus. So that stubbornness might show up coming, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you might be feeling that you're resistant to things or you're resisting against or pulling against, right? Because they're very stubborn-minded, right? So the stubbornness might come out in that Taurus sign with that moon energy. So, and we just came out of 3-day Aquarius, so that could be very well why things are just kind of running amok. So you got comfortable, and then all of a sudden another shift happened. And then we have another shift happening Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we're Taurus, and then we're into Gemini. So, that dual ship will be coming in next weekend, okay? So when you're more aware of it and finding out that, it's having an effect on you in that manner, it could be, some of the traits that are coming in, right? And we're still in a Cancer moon, so, or a Cancer sun rising, right? So just being aware of that. What else? Hang on here. Back to live chat. Hang on one sec, guys. I just gotta get back into my live chat here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so how can I check your D9 in the chart? You want to check your D9. Where? Okay, hang on. Where are we here? Let me go back up here because I know that I'm. Okay, so thank you for putting the Facebook link. That's the link to the page that I have set up on Facebook. Thank you, Ashley, for putting that in. Haha, I'm a Sag Moon and Venus Pisces, so that's why I've been so emotional. Makes sense. So I wanted to go see Lion King. You wanted to go and see Lion King. Okay, that's good. Cool. I have not seen it yet. I can watch it on my computer, so I don't have to actually go and pay the money for it. And I'll tell you some websites that you can go and actually watch it live on your regular TV or laptop. If you have a smart TV, you can watch it on, your TV at home and not even have to spend the money to go to a theater. There's streaming sites. The one that I use is 123movies.io, or sorry, 123movies. And there's also watchseries.io, right? So those are the ones that you can actually see those films for free on in actual real time. Your D9 in the chart. So you're talking about your Vedic, or are you talking about your Western astrology? Okay, so okay. So who's next on the list? Let me get to you, Ashley, in a minute. Let me just pull that information up on my phone here. In Vedic. That's a question I don't even know the answer to myself, but it'd be interesting to find out what the D9. What did you mean by D9? Give me a little bit, because maybe I'm just not up on the lingo. Let me go in. Give me a minute to look into that, Ashley, and I will get back to you on that. But if you go, Chocolate, I don't know if she's still here. Okay, well, we'll give her a minute to show up. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to make a couple of changes here. Oops, play. Score. Okay, I remember it wasn't CMS. You guys get everything earlier than us over there, don't you? So let me just change the title of this quickly here. Oh, hang on one sec, guys. One sec. We'll wait. Give her a minute to show up. Okay. Okay. Just making some changes here, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so hang on. I have to change the setting on this because it's going... I have to lower the setting, so I'll be right back. Hang on. So if chocolate comes, let her know I'll be right back. Okay. So hopefully that fixes it. Okay, so I'm back. Oops. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. D9 is your marriage to see who vibes in your moon and rising up. Oh, you want to know your compatibility chart with someone else, is what you're asking. Okay, I know how to do that as well, your compatibility chart with someone. So I do know how to do that one as well. Come on. Get back up there. Okay, is it okay, you guys? Like, seriously. Why is it not? Okay, maybe it'll come back now. Oh my lord, you guys, I'm like past this. Come on. Should be starting. Oh, this is pathetic. Okay, so we're back. Okay. All right, we're back. Can you guys let me know if you guys are having any difficulties on that side, like buffering or anything? Because I'm getting on this side that I have to slow my stream down. So I'm just going to tweak it a bit here and change it. We're running at 15. So I just want to make sure that we're running okay here. This is giving me such problem today, and I don't know why. I honestly don't. Don't understand it. But maybe this will help it. Okay. Hopefully this works. Oh, this is pathetic. Okay, so it seems to be working on your guys' end, but it's frozen on my end. So I'm just going with it. I don't know. I'm not messing with it no more. I'm just past the point of messing with this. This is just pointless. Okay. So why? That's why I hate this new computer. It's driving me nuts. Like, I'm not liking it at all. But if you guys aren't having a problem on your end, then let me know. Let me just change this. If it's okay with you guys, I just need to know in chat. I don't know. I'm not messing with it anymore. Okay. Trying to get this set up with this new computer, and it's not accepting the settings, I think is what's happening here. Oh my lord. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. We're just going to move ahead. So the next person on the list, oops, get rid of that. Yeah, so let me see if I can do this. It's working out. It's working. Okay. We're just going to leave it as it is. Because I'm done. I'm not messing around with this. I'm going to get this done. I'll have to do a couple test streams after to get it right perfect again. "52 minutes in video. And we haven't got nothing done. See? Oh my lord. Okay, so let's get this done, people. We'll get this done. One sec. Alright. I just have to go get a lighter. Alright, so let's get this done. So next on the list is chocolate. Did chocolate show up yet? I'll move this over here now. Okay. Alright, so chocolate's next. Then after that, I believe is Scorp. And then after that, it'll be Genesis. Oh, this is just a gong show. This stream just has not worked out in my favor tonight at all. Not in my favor at all. I'm getting stressed out here. Getting stressed. Stressed to the max. Okay. We can see you too. Okay, so everything's okay now. Okay. So everything's on the up and up. Okay. So if we can just keep it that way, that would be great. But I don't think it's going to stay that way. Okay. Are we ready? Everybody ready? Okay. Let's get this done. I'm just hating this. I'm really not liking this stream tonight. It's just not... It's this new computer. I haven't gotten totally used to it. So it could be maybe the setting in the computer itself. Maybe there's something that's glitching with this program. So hopefully we can... I'll get it figured out for next stream. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess it all depends on what it is, right? Alright, so let's see what's next. So chocolate's not here. Okay, so if chocolate comes back, we'll just bump it down the list. We'll go with Scorp. So Scorp, it's up to you now to what you want to ask your question. As to what question you'd like to ask. Or if there's something that you want. If you want to send it privately, you can as well. The question, and then I can kind of, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, time to balance. Cut the deck. So we're going to move on to you, Scorp. What are the messages that Scorp needs to hear? Is there something that you have in particular you want answered? Or just general? Yay, we made it. We've got it running. So we just have to go with the flow. I'm not touching nothing. I'm leaving it all alone. If it's working, I'm not touching it. And if it buffers once in a while, you guys might have to just kind of live with that little bit of buffering that's going on. So Scorpio, was there something in particular that you wanted or just general? Okay, first card up for you is the Two of Swords. So, not making decisions, not really having any blockages. Everything's kind of flowing right now. You don't feel like you're, or you won't feel like you're at a stalemate anymore. So there might be something that's changing for you that might be having some positive input, so you're not feeling stuck or blocked. You know, something's going to happen for you that's. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So obstacles are still there, though. So you might be running into obstacles still, or feeling that you still have those obstacles or those challenges that you're still having to face, and it feels like you have a lot of them that still are unresolved, possibly. But you're going to overcome those obstacles, but maybe taking an unseen approach to it. The way that you normally have approached it, maybe it's time to take a different kind of perception on it. Not taking, old traditional way. Maybe you have to kind of change it up a bit some way or another. How is it going with her? Did you end up getting that lady to help you out at all? That court worker that you were talking about? Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you, Scorpio. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So charity, sharing, giving, receiving, generosity. So maybe you're moving into a more freeing, in the perspective card, the Hangman, as well as up. So having that change of perspective in things. That maybe, you were still maybe stuck in the old way of thinking. And that's why those obstacles are still there, is because you didn't want to change maybe your perspective on things. But changing that perspective, I think, is going to bring new light for you. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. So, and with that, we have anxiety, stress is going to be alleviated. You're not going to have to feel so much anxiety and stress. So maybe there's something that's lessening on your load or on your plate. You're not having to maybe deal with so much right now. Things are maybe lightening, the load's lightening for you. Depression is going to alleviate. So I feel like things are lifting for you. Like the obstacles aren't such big obstacles anymore, for however that resonates with you. Not having to defend and protect yourself, that things are, moving with a better flow, a better ease with things going on in your life currently. I do remember about Baby, your kitty there. I hope things are working out better with her. Maybe that's where that stress is coming from. You're not having to be so stressed out about the cat. Changing that perspective, right? Okay, that's fine. You can send it through the email. Let me know. But I think that things are gonna finally feel like they're lessening, like you're able to breathe again, like you're not feeling like you're so under everything. You know what I mean? Like everything doesn't seem like it's just piling, and just knocking you and keeping you down. I think things are finally going to end up, relieving some of that stress. Is going to find some way to have the stress lessened. So your anxiety might be reduced with however that resonates with you, but definitely not having to have to deal with so much. You're able to be more of a giving person again. That personality that that person that you want to go back to, of being that caring, giving person, and not feeling like you're just challenging and always in battle all the time. It's not going to be an uphill battle anymore. Like those challenges that you're feeling that are battles. I think maybe the battles are going to end up either being won, or they're going to end up coming to a head, and something's going to give here. Something is definitely going to give. Right? So I feel like things are going to lighten up for you. Something's going to give. And yeah. You can get back to being the real you again, is what I'm feeling. Is there any other messages for Scorp 444 that we need to let her know about today? For June, please, Spirit. Is there any other messages? Okay, so we're just checking for some more messages, see if there's anything else that we may have missed or that they want to come through with that might be relevant to your situation or thereof. We seem to be pretty much, oh, Temperance. So you have Miss Temperance with you. So our Temperance means harmony, balance, healing, finding the middle ground, travel, holiday, blending, alchemy, and a guardian angel is what Temperance means with this deck of cards. Right? So finding that balance, to get, maybe that's where, you need to focus your intentions, is just staying balanced and keeping yourself reined in, even if things are getting overwhelming, not to let that take you away. Just kind of step back and say, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to put myself through any more stress, any anxiety. I'm just going to deal with it as it comes, and not, fret over it so much. Allow the universe to kind of take a step in and get things flowing, and taking that time for yourself to get that flow back and that equilibrium feeling and that euphoric feeling of being able to breathe again and just enjoying life instead of being, anxiety and stress and just feeling like restraint and, like all that stress, it wears on your body, right? You keep yourself in a tense moment, your body gets achy after a while. And if you allow it to let go of it, you might end up, coming down with a cold because of such stress that you're under or you're putting yourself through. You may end up just saying, okay, I'm not going to stress over it. I can't stress over it because it's not doing me any good. And always say that to yourself. It's not doing me good to stress over it because I'm just going to make myself worry sick, and not have to, have, those stresses coming through, and then once you notice that, you may end up getting, you might realize how much stress you're under, and you may end up getting like a cold or, ending up getting like a bit of a, feeling a little bit low in energy, getting a cold or a flu, and that's your body just saying it's time to slow down, it's time to sit back, it's time to like take a breather, it's time to just rejuvenate. Time for rejuvenation. Okay? So taking that time for that rejuvenation, letting that stress go. Okay? Yeah, you can email me though, if you want. Or even just send it over Messenger, whatever you want, or we can do a live chat later. That's fine. Whichever way you want to do it. Okay, so who is after Ashley? Who is after Scorp? Right. Oops. So is Ashley here? Ashley! Ding, 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 ding. Next, please. Next. All right. I'm sitting on about a 10-second delay from you guys. So what I'm seeing in chat is like 10-second delayed other than where I am on the actual live stream. So I don't know who's all here or if anybody's added to the list or what's going on. So yeah, so the other thing that I was talking about last night in the video last night also was about this twin flame journey. How many of you feel that the twin flame journey is important? Like, what is your view on the actual whole taking this twin flame journey with someone, right? How do you feel about it? Do you feel it's a priority? Do you feel it's something that you want to experience? Do you feel that it's not a priority, that you could live without it? And that doesn't mean on an intimate level. It just means in a general sense with, coming to be together with somebody that has, you know, that brings almost like the worst out in you that you have to really look at. Like it's almost like reflection time, reflecting in a mirror. And, that's what I feel a twin flame is about. I don't feel that it's about love and all that happy, butterflies and rainbows. I feel it's absolutely the opposite of the positive. It's a very dark dark time for some people, um, and especially if you're not prepared for it, having to really reflect and draw out, even the worst of qualities about yourself that you just never even realized that you had. It's like ripping you and shredding you down to your basic core with everything being revealed. It's like you're on stage, everybody knows everything, um, but that's just between you and your twin flame. That person is going to bring out you to your most rawest, most deepest, most intimate moments that you possibly could experience, right? And having this idea of the runner and the chaser and making it all sound like happy butterflies and rainbows, and having people think that, oh, because I have a twin flame with this person, they're still in union, that I have to, be with this person, and not allowing themselves to let them have their own free will to make that decision. They'll hound them and hound them and hound them and say, no, we have to do this, we have to do this. If the other person's not ready for it, they're not ready for it. You can't force somebody into a twin flame relationship. They cannot, be forced into leaving a partner because you say so, or because that's what you want, and your life is more important than having a happy relationship with somebody, that you may be currently with. And you don't have to leave that relationship. You can put that whole idea on hold, or just say, I'm not something that I want to explore, and that's your decision, right? I don't feel that this whole idea of having to do the twin flame journey is for everybody. I don't think it's a very deep, dark place to go, and working with people that you don't know, and they're taking your most intimate secrets and everything, and basically it's on for display for them. And some of us, we don't want to go that deep, and it is like basically stripping you down to your bare essentials, making you stand outside. And people may not even notice that you're standing outside naked, but you're naked literally, bare bones, with this person by the time you're done. you know and it's very hard. It is a very scary place to go. I've been there, I've done that. I've done a lot of twin flame work with my partner, and it brought us to some very dark, very angry moments, very hostile moments. There was points where I was ready to throw it in, because it was like I was on like display, and everything that could possibly be wrong was wrong within me. And it took me a lot of time. I spent a lot of time crying. I spent a lot of time not knowing who I was, where I fit in, where I belonged, um, and that's okay too, right? It's like it's just utter unbearable. It really is. And if you don't understand the twin flame journey, and you think it's going to be all happiness, like a lot of these people turn around and tell you, that it's going to bring the most greatest love relationship into your life, you've got another thing coming. And I think that the false advertising for love in that situation is absolutely wrong, for people to be clarifying that it's a love interest. It doesn't have to be a love interest. It's going to be your darkest moments, all to be revealed. And if you're not prepared for, the critiquing of your person, then it's not a journey you should go on to begin with. Okay, so we have who? Oh, okay. All right, well, you can let me know, Squirt. Okay, so we have Genesis. Okay, so Genesis, we're next with you. So now that I know who's here. And Bella is last. General reading. General ready on life and pregnancy. Okay. So you want the life tarot spread. Okay, so let's see what's going on for your general 6-card reading. I'll do a general 6 card for you. I'm just going to give them a shuffle, make sure all my cards are the right way first, and then we'll shuffle, and then we'll cut, and then we'll pull your cards. So we just give it a few shuffles here. So you want to know general life, pregnancy, if there's anything surrounding that needs to be heard. Oh, fingers aren't working today. So cut. These ones are in their own pile. Alright, so let's see what's going on for you, Genesis, in regards to your general reading for July 20th, 2019, surrounding your general life, messages, and pregnancy. If there's any messages surrounding the pregnancy that you can give Genesis today. Okay. So cycles are ending for you. We have the death card showing up, and not a literal death card. We have the Ace of Wands. So creativity, birth, inspiration. Oh, sorry, what is that? Inspiration. Blah. Birth. So this could, Lover's card. So this could be a very blessed situation that you're entering into. You know, the question is, are you ready for it? Is this what you're wanting, or is this what you're desiring, or is this what you're hoping for? Because I get the Ten of Cups in reverse. So that happiness that you may be seeking from this might be a little bit more than what you bargained for. You know, it might be a stress, or it might be... I'm thinking that the word I heard was high risk. So meaning, you know, that it could be a high-risk pregnancy that you have to really take care of yourself the first little while and be looking after yourself, you know, be very cautious about the things that you're doing, you know, especially in the first few months. But you won't have any challenges faced. Like, it's not going to be a challenging situation, but to look after yourself. And if this, if the Father is partnership with you, that, you know, you'll have the blessing, you'll have the union to be able to do this together. Your challenges aren't going to be burdens. You know, you're not going to have to face any burdens. And you're not going to have to get rid of anything. Like, you're not going to have to delete things from your life. You can still live your life the way you're living it, you know, in a positive manner. And with the World card, we've got success, right? In reverse, but that it could mean that your world's going to get flipped upside down. So this could be in correlation with the pregnancy, because it's falling on the Lover's card and the Family card that I call the Family card. So it could be, you know, kind of put some upheaval into your personal life. You know, that happiness it could be very stressful right now. So not getting yourself worried into a tizzy about it, just taking, you know, still looking after yourself and you know, creating it so that, you know, that has the best environment. You know, once you do get the test further on, that you're still taking care of yourself and doing the prerequisite care that you need to be doing right now, especially with it being so early in the beginning, right? You know, there could be coming, you know, with the Judgment card showing up, that could be in correlation to making, you know, more concrete decisions, or more, you know, signing contracts or making a commitment, is what I'm hearing, is the commitment part now that's coming through. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So we do have fire energy here. We have 3 fire. We have 1, 2 swords and 1 cup. So that's 3, 2, 1, that's 6. And 6 is representative of harmony, peace, and beauty. So if I had to say, you know, everything is going to work out for you. You know, just keep yourself in check and be looking after yourself so that you don't cause yourself any unneeded stress right now. with worrying, because it could have an effect on you, you know, and we don't want anything to, come into the wrong energy, especially this early into it, until you know for sure, right? Let's see. I feel there's more messages for you though in correlation to your personal life. Let's see what's going on pertaining to your personal life. Four of Wands in reverse. I was told to spin the deck, so I'm spinning half the deck. Okay. Have you suffered like stress as far as the relationship is concerned? Has there been moments that you're kind of been questioning whether it's going to make it or not? I feel that this person is in for the long haul. You know, they may kind of just fall to the wayside though. Like they'll just kind of want to stay in the back, and kind of like in the background, not really be contributing a lot in the beginning during the pregnancy. That could very well be, but I feel that their focus will be. It's almost like you know. Like with this card, he's kind of like going back into the background, like he's kind of morphing back into like nature, and just kind of taking a step back and just kind of relaxing, kind of fading into the background, finding comfort, finding the stability, and just being okay with everything, having guides that are looking over him. um, he may have influences on him currently that aren't in a negative sense, but they're looking out for him. He has guardians looking out for him as well. He may not be even aware of. It's like you see how he's got the two goats on the back behind him, looking over his shoulders. So maybe it's somebody that's watching over him, or it could be somebody that's watching him, and he just wants to fade in the background. Doesn't want to cause a fuss. Doesn't want to cause any unneeded stress. He's just kind of fading in the background and relaxing with everything. And I feel like he's not having to, go and search for anything. Like we've got the Three of Wands here, holding on to what he has now and has a firm grip on the situation. It may take him a little bit of adjustment to get used to it, or the situation may be causing for him to maybe not feel that he's as grounded as he once was. So he might be feeling that he's, not moving in a direction that he wants to be moving in. So there might be some transitions or changes going on with him. So just being aware of that. But I feel like he is willing to invest into a situation, and be on the lookout for, better opportunities, especially if this baby is coming into this world. But you really have to take care of yourself right now, is what I keep hearing. Just rest, relax, and think on the lines of, it is pregnancy. It is, so that you're in the best, stable state that you can be for, the little person, so they're not having to be welcomed into this little world with stress, and that stressful energy can actually have an effect on the fetus. So keeping yourself balanced and low key, and eating healthy, and doing all those things that we're supposed to do when we're pregnant, right? Nurturing and everything. Let's see what else is coming through for you here as far as life messages or pregnancy. Is there any messages surrounding any of these topics? Any other messages, Spirit? And then I'm going to pull a clarifying card for a couple of these cards. There's a few cards that want to jump, but they fall back into the deck. So they're not the cards that need to be heard right now, which is okay. They may come through. Okay, so your hopes and dreams and everything is going to probably have to be put on hold. So this is a decision that's going to have an effect on you. Your hopes and dreams and desires might end up being put on hold, or they might, kind of maybe lose focus on those. But keep focused on them so you don't lose touch with them. You know, don't let them fall to the wayside. Keep them going, moving forward. And this is new territory for you. Meaning, like, don't walk into this blindly. And get your footing. Take care of yourself, and, you know, this is going to open up, you know, a different opportunity that maybe you're not used to as well. And then we have the Magician card here. So manifesting this all into a reality and creating, you know, what you want from this. If this is something that you want and you desire and that hope and dream, don't let it fade away. Actually pull into your manifestation and your creation of something and pull your power and say, listen, this is what I want. I'm determined to get through this, and pull, you know, whatever you can from whatever tools you know that you have for manifestation and creation for yourself, and start drawing on those and working with them, you know, to create the best possible situation for you. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is a Chariot in reverse. So you're not going to have challenges. You're not going to be faced with obstacles. You're going to overcome the situation. You'll end up being successful with this. But I do feel that you should be seeing the doctor and getting, you know, on top of it, and tell them that you really want to be, you know, all that more diligent when it comes to the care, right? Making sure that everything's taken care of, you know, medically, and making sure that everything's on the up and up. So do whatever you have to do medically to make sure that everything is in order, right? Just be proactive with everything you're doing, right? There is, there is. So you guys, links in the chat there for the donations. Hopefully you guys can show your support with making donations to the channel. You know, this does take out of my take time to do, and making sure everything's on the up and up. You know, it really helps out the channel, so we can end up getting new cards. It ends up going back into the channel. You know, like we just ended up having to get a new computer because my other one went kaplooey, so I had to use funds on that to get a new computer so we could still do the live streams and everything, and get back on top. So there are a few decks that I do want to purchase. They run, actually, they're not too expensive. They're actually cheaper than and better quality, and they run about $13 to $15 a deck. They're better quality, so I want to have some opportunities to get us some new cards. I'll probably be ordering some this week. So if you guys have a specific kind of card that you'd like to have readings from, let me know. Email me, make a request for certain cards that come out. I am going to be ordering one deck that I'm just ecstatic about getting, and it's called the Black Tarot, I think it's called, and it's just an amazing looking card, and they're $95, so I'm gonna purchase that one for myself for my birthday, because it was my birthday last Friday. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. So that's going to be my present to myself, is buying these black tarot tarot cards, and they are magnificent. They are like, oh my god, so you know, like exciting. You know, like it makes me shiver just knowing that I'm going to be buying them and ordering them. So it's going to be a bonus. Should you wait until the end of the month? You mean to visit the doctor? When was the last time you saw him? I would give it at most. I would give it probably about three, 3 weeks at least. Um, basically, um, Genesis. I would suggest waiting, a couple weeks because it should start showing up. If you're like probably early, so you'd be like maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So it probably the hormones probably haven't shown up in the blood yet. Like it's just being created. So your hormone levels might not be that high, or it might not have any significant indicators like I was mentioning before. So just give it a week or two more, and then go in and request it, and let them know that you can do another pregnancy test, like the urine ones that you can do at home, the home pregnancy test. Keep doing those. Keep on top of it. Maybe get one that tells you they have ones now that'll tell you exactly how many weeks you are. So maybe get one of those that'll actually tell you how many weeks, so you kind of have, kind of a little bit of a baseline to go on, and you can let your doctor know that you did one of those, and then, give them whatever details you can, so that you can get that blood test retaken. Okay? And they can't deny you. If you want a blood test to check, then they cannot deny you. Like you should, well, at least up here in Canada, they won't, right? Um, Right. So I would give it a couple weeks. Do another one. Do another urine test in a week or two. Look after yourself, or take another one and go into your doctor and say, listen, this is not possible for this to have another pregnancy test done at home, and it's come out positive. So I want to have a retest on my blood work, because it might just not be showing it right away. Right. So I would just be vigilant on getting that done, and then the doctor can, get it done. It doesn't take anything, any time from him except to see him, right? So it's something that if you're planning it, or you want it to be happening, you want to be on top of that, and especially if you've had difficult pregnancies in the past or anything, or if you've miscarried before, that gives you all the more reason to want to make sure that everything's on the up and up, right? You want to make sure that everything is healthily going well. You don't want to have any surprises come out, in a negative manner, if it's a high risk thing. But that's what I was hearing, was high risk. So if that resonates with you somehow, or whatever way it does, let you know that, be on top of it, and do whatever you can to be vigilant with it, and just be adamant about getting it done. They can't turn around and tell you no, right? You can actually start taking prenatal pills before you get pregnant. If you knew, I don't know if you know that, but you can actually start taking them prior to a pregnancy, so that you have all the balanced nutrition, for a healthy start to a baby. So taking prenatal vitamins is not a taboo thing. You can actually take them as a regular multivitamin, because women are actually like lower in nutrition. So getting all that folic acid that's important for the embryo, for it to be, having a good start. Folic acid is, in them. Everything that you need nutritionally for baby and you, is definitely something that you can take prior to getting pregnant, if you're planning for one, so that you're properly nutritioned and proper vitamins are flowing through your body when you do get pregnant, right? So there's nothing saying you can't take them. You can take them. It wouldn't hurt to. Um, if this is what you're working towards, is to get pregnant, then by all means do whatever you can to make it even more, you know, more possible. Increase your possibilities of it being, you know, of having this pregnancy work, right? Um, so yeah, you missed the pendulum. Well, the pendulum's here. I still have it. I have my pink one on right now, but I still have the pendulum. I have the other one too that's just on a string. So if you want to ask questions for the pendulum too, we can ask. Let's see what it says for you, though. We'll do a pendulum reading for you, my dear Genesis. All right, pendulum. Can I get a yes, please? Can I get a no, please? Can I get a rephrased question, please? Thank you, Pendulum. You may stop. So, Pendulum, can we inquire into regards to Genesis and a pregnancy? Is Genesis in the early stages of a pregnancy right now? So I'm getting a yes from the Pendulum. Is there any concerns surrounding the pregnancy that she needs to be made aware of? Is she a high-risk pregnancy? So it's saying no. Is Genesis about 3 to 4 weeks along? It's saying you're about 3 to 4 weeks. Is she about 4 to 5 weeks along? Is she 5 to 6 weeks pregnant? So it's saying no to 5 to 6 weeks. So you're in like the early stages. So check with your doctor and that. So in my opinion, it's pretty accurate. So so check with your doctor. I wouldn't, if you can get in to see him in the next week or two and just say, listen, I've done a home pregnancy test. It's coming up positive. I would like to get a blood work test, please, just to confirm the information because, you know, the last one, the blood work test that you had done, like whenever, was maybe too early to tell, unless he tells you differently. But I don't see that being the case here. So, all right. So, was there a question you had, Ashley, for the pendulum? So, Bella's next. So, Bella Madison, are you here? Do you have a question, Bella? And you're most welcome, Genesis, anytime. And don't forget to like the video. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it for the next live stream and get the viewer count up and the viewing times. I'm going to get my views up here. Bella had a question. Is she still here? Oh, she is. Okay. I'm just looking at the chat now. So, Bella, you had a question for the cards? Or did you have something that you wanted some insight on? Oh, I got scars. My kitty. Okay, it probably is too early. So give it another week or two. Give it about a week, maybe, 10 to 14 days. Do another pregnancy test and then go in and see your doctor again. right? Okay, so any messages for Bella? Just general? Okay. So let me just shuffle the cards a little bit here. Give the shards a couple shuffles. Let's see what's going on for you. So this is for Bella. Messages turn into her life or situations that she may be having on her plate right now, or if there's anything she needs to be made aware of. Please let the messages come through for Bella, please. Let her guides use me as a conduit for her messages. Nope. Are you feeling disconnected some way? Like feeling like you're a little bit disconnected from things or out of sorts? Okay. I'm going to give you a half turn too. Okay. So let's see what messages are coming through for Bella, please. What messages does Bella need to hear currently about her personal life or situations? The flip card, jump card. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. Wands, Three of Swords. Two of Sword energy. So air energy seems to be prominent over this reading. We do have a bit of water and we do have some fire energy. There is a lot of fire coming up, so you might be feeling a little bit restless right now with situations, but you're... Oh, Father Figure card. We have the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, standing next to the Emperor. So maybe there's something going on that you're having to seek a masculine form of like a father or a senior person of the masculine form for insight, that you're turning towards them to seek information. They may be able to offer you guidance or give you direction. So that could be either like a father figure, somebody of a masculine that's older than you, that you value their opinion, that has, you know, the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience to be able to shed some light into whatever situation that you may be struggling with right now, to seek that guidance from that person, however that resonates with you. The other thing is we have the Four of Swords, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and with the Four of Swords, that's air energy, and that is not wanting to spend time reflecting. So whatever you're struggling with, know that it's not going to be a struggle for long, that you're going to overcome it. You know, you're going to gain new insight. And taking that rest and relaxation, you know, you probably are coming out of a cycle where you're having more energy. You're not really having to, like, you know, really want to stay placed in, you have a lot of energy coming in, feeling maybe that you want to be more active. You may have come out of a cycle where you were just kind of like blah, not feeling like, you know, very optimistic and everything. Maybe, you know, you're kind of feeling a little down in the dumps, but you're going to come into a more positive, more upbeat kind of energy feeling. You're going to have maybe spurts of energy that, you know, you're just going to feel like you're flying off the walls, bouncing off the walls, because it's going to be so intense. The other thing is with the Four of Pentacles, you know, you're not going to have to be be aware of your financial situations. You know, don't be going out and overspending on items, or, you know, lavishly spending, or frivolously spending. You know, you might take a financial hit if you're not careful. Just to be aware of, you know, you're making sure that you've got yourself grounded when it comes to your finances, making sure that the priorities are taken care of first, and then worrying about, you know, buying that new outfit after everything else is taken care of, and if you have enough extra, you know, to put it aside for the next time that maybe possibly you want to buy yourself, and you know, start saving some money, so you're not having to take, you know, a hardship loss, or find that you're suffering from a financial loss, or you could be going through a financial loss right now where you're, you know, your bills just kind of maybe overtook you, you know, so you're trying to get your stability, you're getting grounded back with your finances. With the Queen of Swords energy, that's dealing with sharp-minded quick thinker. So being more logical of a person when you're doing things, not, just jumping, spending too much time pondering things, is not going to do you any good. Being snap and quick to make a decision, not sitting there and humming and hawing over it. If you feel that that's the right decision to make and you want to move in that direction, then make that decision and move in that direction. Don't sit there and wait for it for the moment to pass you by. Be vigilant on grabbing things by the moment. That's where that high energy is coming in for you. With the Queen of Wands, that is energy about being creative, passion, your feminine power, and courage. So whatever that struggle that you're going through, you have to draw and maybe feel like you know you've had to struggle, but the struggles have made you a stronger, more creative person. You've learned to be maybe more creative when it comes to the financial losses. You've had to become more creative with, your meals, or the way you're spending your money, or certain things. And maybe that advice from the elder person is going to give you some um, information that could actually have an effect on your personal aspects. Change perspectives. So whatever the way that you used to look at things might not be, it might be out of perspective, and things might not be working because that perspective has changed for you, or you will experience a change in perspective. Okay. um, as far as the overall energy, you have the seven of swords, or sorry, the six of swords. And that's relevant on transition, movement, changes are happening for you. So you're transitioning right now. So allowing yourself to have those transitions happen, and just understand that that's what they are. You're just changing, your energy's changing. You're transitioning into a more higher frequency energy, like higher level energy. You're not going to feel like you're so drained all the time, so you're going to have a lot more energy for things. And that could have been just due to the situations that you've come, had to go through to get to this point. It's going to lighten its load, and you're going to have to not worry so much about rest and relaxation and taking care of yourself. You're going to be more, it's almost like you've done a reboot and rejuvenated everything, and you're ready to roll and make things happen now, and be very vigilant on getting things happening in your life, right? So the completions, your cycles aren't quite ending, with the Ten of Pentacles. So that's representative of wealth, inheritance, um, family, establishment, reunions, right? So maybe, you might be thinking about, reunion or reuniting with someone. Now is not a good time to do that, with it being in reverse. Um, you know, now is not the time to approach that. Just take everything, as it comes. But, having that reconciliation with someone, is probably not the best time right now to have that reconciliation. Okay. Um, one more card, the Page of Swords. And with that, it's creative, new energy, travel, messages, um, new passion, exciting news is going to come through. So communications might bring you some much needed rejuvenation message, that could involve maybe somebody wants to spend time with you with your high energy. You might attract people that are more high energy around you, that you're going to maybe have the communication from others, and move in a more high energy level, more social gatherings, you know what I mean? So things are going to be rapidly changing fast, right? So you're going to have rapid movement. It's going to come in fast, and it's going to come in and it's going to catch you. If you're not prepared for it, it'll catch you off guard though. So make sure you're quick thinking, you're using your logic and you're thinking everything through, but still jumping at the chance if you're given an opportunity. And you usually would sit back and say, well, I'll think about it. Don't think about it, just go and do it. If you get invited out for dinner and you're like, well, no, I'm not really hungry, but I'm just not in the mood for dinner. Screw that. Get up and go, right? Get up and make movement. Movement is important, right? Yeah, and now it's time to get out of that stage. It's time to get out of that rut. Isolation is the isolation time is over. It's time to get moving now. You know, you've had your moment to relax and rejuvenate, and now it's time to let the juices flow, right? Get that body moving. Get your energy up and move and just enjoy it. You know, enough of the, you know, relaxation, you know, that's for holidays. If you want to take a holiday, then take a holiday and relax on that. But now's not a time. Like, you got a lot of movement coming in for you. A lot of things will be happening, and you know, things are changing, right? So, Ashley, is there anybody else? Ashley is last. And don't forget, I really, really appreciate your guys' donations for the channel. The link has been put into the chat. Ashley can put it in again for you guys to be able to just click on the link. It'll take you right to the page to make the donation. Any dollar amount is fine. You know, it helps support the channel, be able to, you know, recycle it back into the channel so that we can have new cards, you know, crystals, all those kind of good things for the channel to, you know, grow and expand. You know, it's time for us to get some new energy flowing here, some new cards and everything. So I'm going to be ordering new ones this week. So hopefully you guys can show your support with those donations to help, you know, fund more cards, or, you know, whatever needs to be done for the channel. All right, so I'll do you, Ashley, and then we'll call it a day. It is now going on 8:07 my time, so it's probably getting late where you guys are. And if there's nobody else here that needs reading, I'll do Ashley's, and we'll call it a day. So let's just close. Ashley, what would you like to do? And don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos so that we get good thumbs ups and we get good views and we get some watch time on the channel, so we get people more invited and, you know, get a chance to have opportunities to have a reading done. Love and light to you too, my darling. It's time to get out and be a butterfly. It's time to morph into that butterfly you've rested for. It's butterfly flying time. You were a caterpillar, you got to rest, you got to transform, and now it's time to spread your wings and fly, girl. Just get up and fly. Enjoy it. Fly. Just enjoy your scenery. Enjoy people around you. Enjoy the positive energy that, you know, you've rested and recouped and have brought forward for yourself. That transition will pay off in the long run for you, 100%. Scorp. Oh, thanks for the heart, Scorp. Much love. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. You guys are always such a great crew to have around. You know, you guys always are positive and happy, and, you know, and I'm great that I'm here to be able to offer you some insight into things to make your life a little bit easier and more beneficial, right? So, you know, a little bit more guidance and direction when you kind of lose track of things. You know, it's very difficult sometimes when we kind of lose focus or what direction we were headed in. We get distracted, you know, and it's okay. You know, you don't have to feel like it's you don't have to feel like, you know, you're always on a challenge, that you don't have a direction to go in. It just helps you refocus your intentions and what you really want in life, right? Where you need to focus on that, or whether that you're on the path that you want to be on. You know, if there's a side route that you might have to take, you know, a little rerouting of, you know, the destination might have to be rerouted if you take the wrong turn, right? You just have to recalibrate your path, right? And that's all it is. It's just helping you recalibrate, you know, so you end up, you know, down the path that, you know, is going to bring you the best potential, you know, or the direction that, you know, you feel most comfortable with, right? All right, so we're going to cut the deck here for you, Ash. All right, so what is in store for Ashley? What are the messages? General reading for Ashley, please. I want to know what's going on for Ashley, what she needs to be aware, or messages that she needs to hear right now in regards to her situations or lack of situation. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be suffering or having troubles. So we have the Judgment card. Oh. So what is that? Resurrection, renewal. And then we also have for you the Eight of Cups. So taking a different way, a different journey. Well, not taking a different journey, but different maybe outlook, or maybe you're going and trying to discover a different path, or maybe there's a transition going on for you that you're kind of wanting to, take some time and just kind of, take your time exploring it. Is what I'm hearing, but explore it. Don't just, say you don't want to. Give it an opportunity for exploration, right? Take that time for the exploration. With the King of Swords, that's talking about logic, analytical being a leader, truth and integrity. So making sure that you're following with your integrity, and having others, that may be questioning your integrity, know that you're true, and everything that surrounds your integrity is on point. Then we have the Star card, which is your hopes and dreams are all going to be finding balance within those hopes and dreams. So maybe the balance is finally coming forward with, realizing maybe some new hopes and dreams have come into light, or new direction has come into light, whether it be in your intimate or friends or family relationships. But the World card is in reverse, so there's not really anything that's completing for you. This is just beginning for you. So you have a while yet before this has to come to an end. Like everything comes to an end, right? That cycle will close out and a new thing will happen. So you're at the beginning of a cycle where everything is just new. There's new things happening for you. There's new energy. There's new people. There's new experiences happening, and just to enjoy them. Don't want to rush through them and forget half of it, right? So you don't want to be rushing your way through things. Take your time with it. Take that scenic route that you normally wouldn't take. You don't just head down the I-5 or down that expressway and miss half of the opportunities or experiences along the way, right? Take that side road and just travel through the countryside and enjoy the experience and just flow with it, right? And then we have the Lovers card. So this could be all relating with love for you, the new experiences and everything coming into formation for you right now. With the Lovers card and everything not completing. So this is probably something new for you, as far as love and new experiences coming forward. So you definitely have this experience happening for you. So you're definitely where you want to be if you're looking for love. And then we have Temperance, but she's in reverse. So she might be stepping back and allowing you to not to kind of put her 2 cents in there or to intermingle. If things are going well, then we won't have to see Temperance kind of step in and have to, relegate, energy around for things to be happening. So I think you're well on your way. I think you're moving in the right direction. I think you're moving with somebody that's going to be good for you. And then we have the Magician in reverse. So maybe you're manifesting, your intentions have to be reviewed. Review with the intention of where you want to succeed, where you want to end up with that, and really be thinking through your manifestations. That looking at the end result overall, is it the result that you're going to want? Are you going to be happy with? And make sure that you're manifesting with the good intention that this is a result that you want. Because if you're manifesting without thinking it through, spending time on worrying about what how you're going to get there instead of, the destination, how you're going to get there, it shouldn't really matter how you get there, but the final destination is where you really want to be, right? So maybe in the past you weren't really thinking things through or thinking about where you wanted to be heading. But, you see the destination, but now you have to worry about how you're going to get there. Whereas maybe in the past you weren't really worried about it. You were just moving forward and just going with the flow. Moving in a fast direction all the time and not enjoying that, enjoying the absolute gifts that it has and the opportunities that it has to reveal for you along the way, while the manifestation and the experiences, so say you're wishing for, money to happen to come in because you really like this outfit that, you saw at the mall last week, or You know, you have a car that you want to buy, but don't forget about all the experiences that you get to have while you're making money, to, you know, people that you meet, or places that you get to go, or people that you get to interact with. You know, all those little sideline experiences together, you know, with your manifestation is what's going to make it more valuable to you, and um, more more valuable to you, and it's going to, you know, create new memories, you know. And don't forget that, you know, don't spend so much time kind of, you know, on that manifestation. You know, you want to not miss out on opportunities, but you also don't want to create negative opportunities, or, you know, bring things in that, you know, aren't nurturing or in a positive light. Okay. And but don't miss out on the opportunities. Take the bull by the horns, ride that bull, and enjoy the ride. You know, enjoy the experience. Like, be in touch with each emotion that you're going through on a daily basis. What emotions are you going through? You know, is there a way that, you know, you can make tomorrow, if you had a bad day today, how is it, you know, that you can turn around tomorrow and say, well, I'm going to go out and do this, instead of, you know, sitting back like I did today and missed out on an opportunity to go, you know, hang out with friends because you were too tired. Or, you know, even if you're too tired, just pick yourself up and just say, hey, I'm going to go and enjoy it. You know, you never know what it's going to be. Maybe they'll end up providing energy to you to pick you up and let you have an experience of a lifetime. You know, opportunities are there waiting for you. Opportunities are there to be had, and don't waste time at going away from them. Right, move in the direction of those opportunities. Subscribe, like, and share. Yeah, so don't forget to um, share, like, and subscribe. Show your support for the channel. Um, it's been a blessing to read for you guys again today. I always feel back in my element when I'm reading for you guys. It just brings me back and it grounds me. It really works at keeping me grounded. It gets me not thinking and stressing over, you know, things that are not able to be dealt with right at the moment. Instead of worrying about them, it kind of, you know, distracts me. It takes me out of that, you know, that blah and that moments that I've been kind of feeling lately. You know, so I just want to say thank you to you guys for being here and hanging out on the stream. It's a blessing to do the readings, and, you know, to be able to give you the insight or direction, or, you know, confirmation of, you know, what you may be going through at that given time. And remember that you're always changing. You know, you're always evolving into a different person at any time of day, moon, you know, like daytime, nighttime. Even when you're sleeping, you're changing. You're forever changing.